Hey everyone! So I am finally back with a video. It's been a long 4 weeks. I've had pneumonia, but now I feel a little bit better, so I'm going to show you this little ensemble. So I'm going to start with the journal. And what I did was the hidden spine, which is something I've been doing for years. I just prefer it because a lot of these books have beautiful either embossing and writing on the spines, and I just don't like covering them up with the stitching of the signatures. Sometimes I do, but with a lot of these I don't. So that's what I did with this one. I also did just some random tabs on the edges, which is something that I enjoy just for the side profile. I think that just adds something to the journal. And then I also added some little dangles, little charms. This one here is like a little locket, and there's 2 gentlemen in there. This is a face from a watch that I disassembled, and on the back I have one of these jewelry bales, so I'm able to hang it from a pin. And then just a little key here. So I knew when I found this book in the thrift store that I wanted to use it with my Gentlemen and Scholars printables. It looks like it's a volume from an encyclopedia set. It's got some really nice design on the cover here. A little beaver and some maple leaves. This time with the hidden spine, I was running low on craft text, which is my favorite thing to use for the spines. So I used just a piece of the thicker cotton canvas. But it's not my favorite thing to use. I will definitely be using craft text again for sure. It's just I was low on it, and so I thought I would just use stuff that I have. And so you'll probably notice I kind of walk that middle line when I make journals for other people, where I want the decorative aspect, but I also want the practical aspect. So a lot of times I do a little bit of decorating, but I also want people to be able to use the journal as a diary or for recording memories. Some of these tabs I have postage stamps. Some of these are just upholstery pieces, and then there's some lace, there's burlap. So just different little scraps. And then I have a lot of industrial masculine type images from some books. So I attached them in a way that you could still journal here and also enjoy the image. I like to share because I have a pretty nice collection now of images and ephemera and things. I like to share them with the recipient of the book so that you can use them either in the book itself or, you know, in separate projects of your own. I have a really cute book on cabinet making, and I just love the images. So there's a few pages of that in here as well. This is from the Gentlemen and Scholars printable kit. This is some currency, so again, just glue to the bottom so you can do some writing up top. This is an image from the Modern Medical Counselor. This is from a coin catalog. Just a little Project Life type card. Here I used a die and just made a little center tuck spot, and there's a staple there. Just a copy of a postcard and a little paper bag. This little pocket was made with the Tim Holtz little envelope die, and one of the paper dolls and a stamp. And then I just added some cards. This one here is, it's an actual vintage postcard, but the image on the front is just something that isn't, you know, suitable or doesn't work with any of the themes in my journal. So sometimes I just cover or do some collage on the front. So this is just an image from a book I have, and I thought this gentleman looked very handsome with his bow tie. And then I did some stitching around, just some uncirculated currency, a little journaling card, and a coffee dyed guest check. Another little image. Again here, just some things of interest. This is from a stamp catalog, so that could be used in collages or anything you like. Map. This is also from another little book on furniture. This was a card that I got, a playing card that I got from someone. I think it was Debbie Gilbert. A book page, some handsome gentleman. Then I attached an envelope here, and I just put this little piece of book page inside it. Again, you can flip up the image and do some secret journaling there. This was in another encyclopedia that I have, and it is Mark Twain. So there's some decorative elements and lots of journaling space. So I did the same here with a postcard. I left the blank back visible. Then I covered up the image on the front. A playing card. These are fun. You can use these in so many ways, and I'll show you. I made some upholstery tags as well to go with this journal. A flashcard. This book page is another interesting one. It's just from I don't know, math, geometry book. Just a little glassine bag here on the map paper with some journaling space there. Flip down. This one here you can flip up. It's a note card. This here is a model of Bell's telephone, first used in June 1875. So I thought that was interesting. These are Victorian houseplants. A little stamp here. Beautiful architecture. More journaling spots. Another, this is about science, the dimensions of the Earth. A cigar label. There's the little key. And that's just a time card. And again, I've got the gentleman here with his dog and a beautiful ship postage stamp, some ephemera, and this is Alexander Graham Bell with the postcard on the back here. And just flip that down. And then I wanted to add some extra ephemera and stuff with the journal. So what I used is a large newsprint paper bag, which is about 8.5 by 11, and I folded it kind of like a book. And I made the little front pocket with a postcard, and then I wrapped this lace around it to make the pocket. And inside here, this is an actual photo cabinet card. There's some information on here, but it's hard to read. Looks like it's the gentleman's name, can't make it out. This is dated 1878, and it's gold. It's really lovely. And then just a button card. There's actually some buttons on it. And this is one of those metal stencils. I just attached it with one of these clips. And on the back here, behind, you can see a couple of gentlemen peeking through. And then I wanted to add some extra charms, and you know, you can use them however you like. I attached them with one of these hangers on the bag itself, and with the clasp hanger there. Then I've got the little glass bottle. There's some watch parts in there, and a few little rhinestones. No, yeah, stones. This key here was silver, but I colored it with some alcohol ink so that it looks a bit rusty. And then I have these little pocket watch embellishments, and they're just like the single side of the pocket watch. It's beautifully embossed on the back. And so I used the circle punch that I have and put a photograph in there of a gentleman. So you can hang this on a journal if you like. You could even hang it on that journal. And then on the inside, I simply added extras on this side here. So just extra ephemera, like this photo slide, and some French word flashcards, another one of those playing cards, some catalog cards, and some old receipts from the 40s. These are fun as layers in collages. Some more uncirculated currency. I like the architecture images on some of these. Really beautiful. Some trading stamps. And if you want to use these stamps, you can actually soak this a little bit in a bowl of warm water, and the stamps will come away from the paper. And then just dry them on paper towel, but dry them upside down with the sticky side facing up, and then they'll just dry and you'll be able to use them on their own. I've got an entire page here. An old bingo card, and then a first day cover envelope, and with a really nice airplane stamp there. And then I made 3 larger tags that I embellished. I made them with upholstery fabric from sample books, and I backed them with plain coffee dyed paper and did some stitching around. At the top here there's a button and just an embellishment that I have hanging there from a pin. So this is from a clock, a hand from a clock. I've got the Tim Holtz paper dolls here and a ticket, a transit ticket, and the postage stamp is of an old train. Just a little bit of cheesecloth there on the back and some lace at the top. This one here, again, same at the back. A button, some lace, a gentleman and his lady, another ticket stub, and that's a, I think it's a college somewhere. Some cheesecloth. And also, again, the hand from a clock. On this one here, I have a watch part hanging from the pin. Some lace, cute little guy there, and some architectural image on the stamp. Now, as much as I would like to list this journal right away so that someone could take it home with them, we just ended the postal strike up here in Canada, but they are telling us that there are going to be delays for a very long time. Things are being delivered, things are being processed, but I don't want to chance it and have someone waiting an unreasonable amount of time for this due to all the delays. You know, they are backlogged. They have to catch up with the all the parcels that are still sitting waiting to be delivered. And then they're also having to process everything that's being shipped now. So I'm going to wait. I will list this when I feel more comfortable about where the situation stands with our postal service, and possibly when I have a few more journals to list at the same time. And when that happens, it'll be advertised probably on my Facebook page. And if by then there are other journals that I want to list, then I will have another video and I will let you guys know at that time. So if you have any questions about anything that I did in this journal, just let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.